Moving on from Cal, we go to where everybody probably has been anticipating Colorado. Colorado 1-11 last year, 1-8 in conference play. But Coach Prime is on the sideline, baby. So it's different in Boulder now. Shedeur Sanders obviously transfers in. Travis Hunter transfers in. Shiloh Sanders obviously transfers in. They have 50 transfers. So Deion said he got his luggage and his Louis. And you know he a millionaire, so he can buy all the Louis he want. He got 50 transfers coming in. Only 9 starters returned, 4 on offense, 5 on defense. They were 127th in scoring offense, last in scoring defense, 118th in passing offense, 115th in rushing offense, and 130th in total defense. Mind you, that's out of 132 colleges. Jay, give me something about Colorado.
I think they're going to be trash this year.
Ooh, coming
and I'm not trying to disrespect Deion Sanders. We know how good Deion Sanders is. We know how much he can rile up a team. We know what he did at Jackson State. But let me remind people that Jackson State is not Colorado, meaning the talent that Jackson State played against is definitely not the same talent that Colorado is going to play against. And again, I hope that I'm proven wrong. I know that a lot of people are banking on, like I said, the Deion Sanders and the transfer. He pretty much emptied the house, and we saw it on video. Hell, even after the white and black game, half the team was gone after that.
Yeah.
So at all. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do like Travis Hunter coming. I do like his son at the quarterback position. But I need to see it to believe it. And until didn't Jackson lose the championship like twice? Jackson State.
They didn't lose the championship. It was the SWAC versus what is it? It's the other conference. It's like the battle of the conference game. I can't remember the name of the other conference right now, but I know what game. I think it's called the Celebration Bowl. They lost it back-to-back years.
So it's like, again, I need to until I see Colorado, because again, I'm also going off Colorado being 1-11 last year. Until I see something different, it's hard for me to just jump out there and be like, oh, they're going to be game changers because we haven't seen it.
All right, so this is what I'll say about Colorado. Colorado had Mel Tucker. Shout out. MSU. I believe Mel Tucker took them to, if not a Pac-12 championship game, they were like really good. Mm-hmm. Then he leaves Colorado to go to MSU. MSU had a pretty down year before Mel Tucker came. We go 10-2, make the New Year's Six Cotton Bowl and win it. Had to throw that in there. Yeah. Colorado, on the other hand, drops drastically to the point, like we are saying, they were 1-11 last year. Quite honestly, one of the worst colleges in football, and by far, to me, the worst Power 5 school. Mm-hmm. So I think Deion, not necessarily going to put them up there for contention for the Pac-12, no. But I think he can make something work where you can see, like, all right, I see what he got going on here. But we'll just jump right into it. Colorado boasts the 21st overall recruiting class, which is really good for Colorado. Yeah. Schedule, we'll hop into the schedule. First game at TCU, I have as an L.
L.
From TCU, we go to Nebraska, I have as an L.
L.
From Nebraska, we go to Colorado State, which I have a W.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that's one of the rare W's of the season. I don't know what Colorado State got going on. So
which they will be winning getting revenge against Colorado State. They lost to Colorado State last year. Yeah. From Colorado State, we go to at Oregon, which is an L.
Come on now.
From Oregon, we go to SC, which is an L. But from SC, we go to Arizona State, which I have a W as previously stated. I think you have as an L.
I have an L.
From Arizona State, we go to Stanford, where I have that as a W.
Stanford's the worst team in this conference.
I might have that. From Stanford, we go to at UCLA. UCLA, that's an L.
L.
Now, this might shock you. From UCLA, we go to Oregon State, which I have this as a W.
Why?
I can't kind of go. All right, so this is what I'll say. Like you said earlier, Oregon State's going through turnover. Offense, they did have that quarterback change last year, Oregon State, and they started running off games. But defensively, they're losing a lot of key pieces in that secondary. And I think that was Oregon State's strength last year. Oregon State's strength last year was definitely defense. So from Oregon State, we go to Arizona. I have this as a W. I think
I have it as an L. Yeah. I think
from Arizona, we go to at Washington State, and I have that as a W, making it 3 straight W's for Colorado.
I think I have that as a W as well. Yeah.
And then for the final game at Utah, I have it as an L.
Yeah.
No. And for my bad. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I'm just thinking. So that's what they win 2 more. Well, for me, I have them winning 2 more games than the year prior.
All right, for me, this is what I was gonna say. There's a FanDuel line out there right now for my degenerates, including myself. Colorado's win total is over under 3.5. It's plus money for over 3.5. I have Colorado at 6-6, 5-4 in conference play. Again, wins being Colorado State, Arizona State, Stanford, Oregon State, Arizona, and Washington State.
You trust Deion that much that he's gonna get 5 more wins?
Yeah, just hear me out.
Okay, my fault.
Hear me out. Stanford, like you said, is honestly one of the worst teams in the Pac-12. Arizona State is going through so much turmoil, and I trust Prime over I trust Kenny Denningham. No offense to your guy, I just trust my guy. From Arizona State, Oregon State, again, a lot of turnover on that defense. I loved that defense last year. It's turnover on that defense. I'll adopt returns, but that'll be later on in my notes. From Oregon State to Arizona, again, I think Prime could scheme up a defensive game plan to get to Jaden DeLora, to have him rattled, to have him turn the ball over, and then Shador could come through and light the scoreboard up. Travis Hunter might have a game.
Yeah.
From Arizona, Washington State is for sure to me a toss-up, but with the other 5 games, you're already in the money. You just need them to win 4. But I think Deion can have his team locked and loaded to become bowl eligible at 6-6. Hold on. Here we go. Super chat from my man Dave. He sent a $4.99 super chat. He said, shout out to CTC, best college show out, period. I appreciate that. We want, I'm assuming, we want Dame because he's a Heat fan, Niner Empire, and Dave's Doghouse. As a Heat hater, I don't want you to have Dame, so let's not put that in the air.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes, sir.
We just talked about Cal, right, and not having the athletes. And I understand, look, do not hear me say, yes, Deion Sanders is an incredible coach. What he's done, what he did for Jackson State is incredible. But Deion Sanders is not putting on them pads and walking out there.
I feel you, right? And I'm going to let you say what you say, and I'm a counter.
Okay. And so it's like, you think that, even though, yes, there's a bunch of transfers and a bunch of new players, you think that Colorado has the athletes that can go up against a lot of these, has the athletes to go 6-6, my guy?
So this is what I think, right? I think as well as being a great coach, Deion is an excellent recruiter. He knows what to say to these people. These parents grew up watching him. He might have been their favorite player. So he has guys, and he's considered he's considered the best cornerback ever. So he can get athletes to be like, man, if I go here, he could put me in a great position to get drafted. Now he's at a Power 5 school too. So I think he's going to be he recruited. I don't think he just recruited 50 transfers just to get 50 transfers. I think he recruited 50 guys that he can go put in camp and evaluate to say who's the best that can go out on that field and compete to get W's. So with that being said, yes, I think he can get them to 6-6. Now, again, that's the ceiling. That's my ceiling at 6-6. This over-under thing I'm talking about, this 3.5 over-under, I think the plus money for over 3.5 is a layup. Easy. It's like Vandy last year. I think Vandy cashed early. Theirs was like over 2.5 or something like that. Cashed early. I think that Colorado for sure gets more than 4. I think they're a middle of the pack team, and I think they grow from this. Maybe not with Shador. I don't know how much eligibility Shador has, but for sure 6-6 at the best.
And I think I am on the see it to believe it train. I have them winning 2 games, so by times 2 last year. Right now, so what is this? Shouts out to Awthon Sports. They have Travis Hunter is ranked the 10th player in the Pac-12. Outside, the next best player in Colorado is ranked 30th. So, yeah. So I don't. Again, that's somebody else ranking. I don't know, man. I believe in Prime. I believe in him, in Deion Sanders. I also understand that he's not putting on them pads, and you need the athletes to play. But like I said, if that's your layup, we'll see. We'll see.
I feel it. Like I said, man, he was able to steal people from Florida State, from major D1s. And not to forget, he got Kamani McLean, who's like a highly sought after cornerback. Like, he's able to poach guys at Jackson State from D1 players. I mean, from D1, high D1 players. Like, they were mad. Like, they were sending, like, were burning his jersey and stuff. So, like you said, it remains to be seen, but...
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.